What is going on, guys? Jcraft here again, and I'm back inside my warehouse. Today we're going to be taking a look at a handful more items. If you missed out on last week's video, go check it out. If you're here and you want to learn a little bit more about pack and ship, then you've come to the right place. My name again is Jcraft with the Facebook group Bolo Pickers Lounge. And without further ado, just like I said last week, guys, it's hot. So we're going to get straight into the pack and ship. We'll do a little bit of special effects for you just because I know that's why you're here today. I really don't understand what the big deal is about special effects. You guys don't really get the value of a jump cut, but let's get on with it. So today, guys, we got a handful of different items that we're going to be working with. Everything from high-end plush, we got this bad boy which sold for a whopping $100, all the way down to some $10 video games today. It's been a solid weekend. I had 11 items going out the door, and unlike last week where we were super meticulous, the goal of today is to kind of efficiently get through the process. I'll also be showing you every single item that did sell. You'll see it on screen. We kind of learned a lot from last week. I've learned that I'm able to put information over here, I'm able to do my thing over here, and you guys can learn a little bit along the way. Now, if you're here and you've never seen any of my content before, this is just part of our regular training program. We do a Sunday show every single week. Definitely check it out, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. So without further ado, we're going to start off with, we have 2 copies of Super Mario Galaxy sold to 2 different people. Real simple again. We're going to include our thank you cards that we put inside of every item that we have going out. Now, I'm going to be designing new ones for these. My link for Pirate Ship, we are going to be working in a different capacity with them, so I'm going to have new ones made. If you're a patron and you would like to have some of these made up, just make sure you reach out to me and we'll see about getting some of those made for you. And if you don't know what Patreon is, check out the link down below. It's a way that you can help support this channel, hang out with other resellers, learn great content. It's fantastic. Now, here's something that somebody asked me about the other day. When I'm done packing my item and I place it inside my bin, somebody questioned the fact that I was throwing it down inside of the bin. Now I want to clarify something. If your item isn't packed well enough that you can drop it from waist height down into a bin without your item getting damaged, you've probably packed it incorrectly. Because I can assure you, any postal worker who's worth a damn, who's trying to hustle through his day, he's going to handle your packages the exact same way. Waist height and below, you'll see the bins, they'll throw the bins, they'll place them, toss them, do whatever they need to do. Make sure your items are packed well enough to be able to handle that. So now, of course, if you have something particularly valuable, you're going to overpack and you're probably going to handle your box more delicately. But keep in mind, it's not going to be a gentle ride all the way from one coast to the other. Okay, next up, we're going to go ahead and do this one here, kind of get it out of the way. This is Lucille the Seal. It sold for a whopping $100 on eBay. This was a huge score for me when I picked this bad boy up originally. I think I paid anywhere between $4 to $6 for it. I had received offers somewhere in the area of 50, 60 bucks over the course of the year or so that it was online, but I knew in time it would get the number that I wanted to get. So we're going to do one last inspection, get rid of any lint or dust that we see on top of it. This one we're going to go ahead and wrap up inside of tissue paper first. You have to forgive all the extra junk that I have out here, guys. I have to bring a ton of equipment out here to be able to do these shoots for you. We're going to do 2 layers of tissue paper this time. And you can see I have all of my items just laid out here on the table. We really want this to look good. We're tucking the arms in. Extra care and attention to make sure that that tag, because it's a brand new one, does stay intact. We're going to go ahead and tack this with a piece of tape. We're going to do the same thing across the face. So we might just ball this whole thing up. Yeah, you know what? This is frankly too tight for this. Let's go ahead and run it this direction. Then we're going to take another 2 layers and we're going to place it across the top. Now, because this plush is so valuable, I'm going to do something that I don't generally do with stuffed animals. I'm going to go ahead and shrink wrap this entire thing as well. And I know that's very odd to do something like that with a stuffed animal, but like I said, this thing sold for a whopping $100. So we're going to get this thing packed up correctly. Now that we got this bad boy packed up like it looks like a bushel of drugs that I'm trying to send internationally, let's go ahead and get it inside of something that we can ship it inside of. Again, because of the value, we're probably going to be aiming for some cardboard right now. Let's check the scrap bin. It appears that Daniel has taken every single box out here that was worth a darn and done something with them. Well, it appears I do not have the appropriate box for this, so every now and then you got to get a little crafty. That's what we're going to do right now. We're going to go ahead and bubble this bad boy up. That's pretty much one of the only options that we have at this point without running out to the store and getting a box, which simply is not going to happen. Okay, bubbled up, and then we're going to shove this entire thing right inside of a poly bag. You guys have a good weekend? Make some good sales? Catch the Sunday show? Again, thank you card. Because I don't have any other items that look similar to this one, we'll just be able to go ahead and close this up right now. And if I had a box, I can assure you it would have gone in a box. Okay, next up, we have some type of GPS device. I believe it's sold for around $25. You'll see it right here. And yeah, we're going to get this packed up too. Real small device. This is going to ship out in size 0, but we're going to offer a little bit of extra protection to it first. This one's really straightforward. Single layer bubble wrap on top. Now, is this bubble wrap really going to do a whole lot? No. But again, like we talked about in our packaging theater video, it looks the part. It makes you believe that somebody took care and attention when they put this item together for you. Okay, next up we got a couple of Gamecube cases. I talked about these on air before, and you're probably thinking, like, why the heck are you selling these empty cases? This scored me a whopping $25. So again, thank you card in between. And I love smalls, and this is what I tell people all the time. Yeah, you know, your larger items might make you a little bit more money, but how much time are you spending packing and shipping them? I want to make sure that my return on investment is a good one, both on the front end and the back end. Up next, we got a stack of not for resale 3DS game cartridges. I've got a ton of these. I'm just going to say that first and foremost. This lot sold for a whopping $100. Great pickup for whoever got it. This is certainly a long-term investment type piece. If you're looking to invest in some yourself, don't be afraid to reach out to me. I'm orientating them right now so they're all facing the same direction. Is there really a reason to do that? No, but it looks a lot better for the person who's going to ultimately open this up, who just spent $100 on this. So we're going to go ahead and wrap these in bubble wrap. Now, guys, I want you to see the attention to detail that's gone into that. Okay, they're all facing the same way. They all look great. Okay. Tape that off again. Fold one end one way, one end the other. Look at how beautiful that is. We're going to take this whole assembly, the bottom of a size 0 bubble mailer. You could use a size 0 poly, but again, we just want it to look the part for a $100 sale. I don't want anyone feeling like they got an inferior product. Next up, we got this Pokeball. This is a cool item, okay? Here, check this out. This actually opens up, holds a deck of Pokemon cards on the inside. I think it's kind of neat. I picked this up as part of a bundle item. It came with some booster packs and some figures and some other nonsense. I picked the whole thing up for 15 bucks. This sold for 17. I also sold the other components for a profit, and then I was able to give away some Pokeballs to some kiddos as well. So, just like the last one, again, keep it simple, guys. I don't know why people complicate this process, and we talk about this. Keep it simple. Do the minimum that needs to get done, but make sure it looks the part. Uh-oh, you guys heard that. I know you heard that. Well, I'm thinking about it. Thank you, Miguel. Miguel's the one who sent in those Super Mario Galaxy games so that we could sell them here on the show. I don't want to be that kind of guy who doesn't pay thanks to the person who helps support this show. So thank you, Miguel, for sending those in. If you have an item that you just want to send me so that I can sell it and then have it featured here on this nonsense thing that you could probably be watching literally anything else and learning more from, send it on in. I'll be happy to sell it for you. But yeah, let's get this finished up. I'm just doing this in shrink wrap because I am too lazy to try and put tape around the bubble wrap, and that's the whole reason I have this. You know what's absolutely nuts is I picked this up at the swap meet. This must be, I don't know, a couple thousand feet worth of shrink wrap, and somebody at the swap meet sold it to me for $8. I was floored. It was an absolute must-buy type item at that point. This one, because this one's already pretty well wrapped up, what we're going to do is we're just going to shove this inside of a clear, or not a clear, we're going to shove it inside of a poly bag, because it's not going to need, what more could I possibly add to this? And then we're going to throw our little card in there as well. And you might notice I'm using somewhat larger bags. I only have about 4 or 5 sizes. I don't think that everyone should have a ton of sizes. And I said last week, if you guys want to see a full walkthrough, somebody's going to have to leave a comment telling me that you want to see it. Otherwise, I'm simply not going to do it, because they do take time. So we're over here at our shelf right now. I'm not even sure if I'm on camera at the moment. We're looking for a medium flat rate box. I have a sneaking suspicion that this next item is going to need it. So, fun fact, these ones are much larger. These medium longs are much larger, in my opinion, volume-wise, on the interior than the other ones, the cubey-looking ones. So we're going to get this set up. The next item that we sold is this electric fence kit, and I said I was going to build a kit out of this item. So we have the fence piece, the little posts that hold the wire, and then the actual wire. I said I was going to be able to get maximum value doing it that way. Now, this item, oh man, okay, looks like we're going to have a little bit of a janky fit if we try and do that. It is unfortunate. So this item is a really weird, awkward shape to it, and all it's doing is housing a power cable. Now, I would strongly not recommend you guys do this with any item in particular, but you're going to see me do something right now, and this is me essentially understanding the market and the customer. I'm actually going to bend the packaging on this to fit it inside of that container. You know, because all we have on the inside here, and I'll come show you, is we have a power cable. Okay, the actual unit itself is up there. The power cable's down there at the bottom. So what I'm going to do, and I know this seems odd, is I'm actually going to bring these, I'm going to bring these corners in, and I'm going to bring this piece back, just like that. So that sounded horrendous. It probably doesn't look that great either. But at the end of the day, the consumer, I know the first thing they're going to do when they get this is they're going to open this bad boy right up. Okay. So that, for me, that's something, that's a associative risk that I'm willing to take, and I'm not saying that you should take it personally, but it's one that I am, because I understand this, I guess, this market. Would I do that with a brand new piece of jewelry? No. Would I do that with a $100 stuffed animal? No. But am I willing to do that with a $50 electric fence kit? Yes. Yes, I am. Use common sense, and here's the other thing too. I actually thought about messaging the person yesterday and asking them outright and saying, like, hey, do you even need the packaging with this item? Because sometimes people will buy stuff that's brand new and they don't need the packaging, and you know the packaging is going to cause this type of situation where you end up having to use a medium box and end up having to pay more money. And in case you guys didn't notice, it's hot as all heck in here again today. It's about 102 outside. I'm dying. So other part why we're going through this so quickly. So sometimes I'll message people and I'll say, hey, do you even need that packaging with it? Because if you don't, I'm just going to go ahead and send it raw, if that's all right with you. And sometimes they'll respond back and say yes, and it'll save me a couple of bucks. I'll include an extra gift inside of their item for them, you know. And here's another thing too. I have some, I don't even know where they're at. I usually keep some extra gifts up here for clients who order more than one item, or clients who I've seen are repeat customers with me. Where are my manners? Kenmore Elite Filter. do not sell off-brand filters right now. You can lose your account. If you think I'm crazy, go watch some of my videos, okay? I have a friend who's being sued right now over it. So real simple on this one. Thank you card, size 0, into the bin it goes. We actually got an interesting one here. And again, I think Daniel has taken the last of the decent boxes that I can use for this. This is a Saitek X52 flight control module. It's for playing flying games and of the sort. So yeah, we're going to get this cleaned up, baled up, and ready for sale. I like to untangle my cables before I ship them. I don't know if that's just me, but you really want to think about this, okay? If you just received an item in the mail, you spent $50 on this thing, and you're anxious to get it in the mail, and as soon as it shows up, the first thing you have to do when you get it out of the box is untangle a cable, you'd probably be a little bit upset with that person. Okay, so we're going to even go as far as to bail this. And like I said, I always stress this. I always keep the things I need right on hand. So I have rubber bands, I have cleaning supplies, I have tools if I need to make last minute adjustments. We're going to take the two, we're going to go and put these two together. Just like this, nice and bailed up. And don't overdo this, okay guys? You don't want to make it difficult to undo. You want it to be just enough to be able to hold everything into place. So this is the volume that we're working with today. It's not too bad, but it's certainly taking up some space. If I had to take a guess, we're probably looking at, I'm going to say close to 2.4 pounds. 2.36, if you guys think I'm kidding you. Did not plan, oh, see now I'm tilting it. There we go, 2.36, 2.34. So we're probably going to be in the cubic range, depending on where it's going. Let's see if we have any boxes that are really going to fit the bill on this. I think Daniel pretty much took all of my nice squared off ones. We're going to do a dry fit real quick to see if this priority mail one is of the correct size. This is something I do often. I'll fit a box over the top to see if it will fit inside. It looks like it does. We may have to create a Frankenbox right now, but this looks like this might be a go. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to go and take this off. So this thing is much bigger than I would like, but I'm at the point now where I am losing money every minute that I sit here and continue to fiddle with this item. So what we're going to do is we're just going to get some brown bagging and we're going to fill in that gap. And you'll notice something too. I don't know if you caught that, but I'll hold these sides down, get the tape started, bring it up over, and then I'll adjust and still continue to put pressure on both of the flaps to keep them tight, bring them across, and then even do the same thing on the back side so that everything stays nice and tight the whole way through. Now these boxes are, your traditional corrugated boxes are going to be rated on the bottom for what they call like crush capacity and the amount of weight that a box can take before it does actually crush. It's imperative that your lines actually line up correctly to be able to have that level of protection as a box. Secondly, like I was just saying a second ago, sometimes you just have to come to grips with the fact that you simply might not have the right stuff. And I would rather spend an extra $2 to $3 to ship that out the way it is than stop everything that I'm doing for 5, 10, 15 minutes, maybe even go to the store to get a box. At that point, I'm throwing money away. I do wish I had the correct box on hand. I know for an absolute fact that my roommate did use the last set of decent box-shaped boxes that we had out here. We have some more boxes coming in for next week. But for now, let's go ahead and get to our last item. It is this Indiana Jones mug. Like I said, we can use the same box that we just talked about a second ago. This is a pretty cool mug. It's sold for about $30, give or take. If I remember correctly, check this out. It's got designs on both sides. And I knew it was unique the moment I found it. Keep your eyes peeled for cool stuff like this, guys. I think we're going to do single layer, or you know, even a few layers of bubble wrap as a base. And then we're also going to get some other materials in the mix. I think we're going to go with craft paper again, just because it's going to create a really nice egg carton-esque style level of protection. Thank you card, one more time. Right in there on top. Now we did just score the heck out of this, but it's not going to be an issue because we didn't actually use those scores for this one. You see me keeping the flaps tight together, tight, 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 coming around, and now what I'm doing on this side is I'm pressing this end in. There we go. So that's the whole goal, keep everything nice and tight. And I know some people, they tape up stuff like crazy, single band on each side, correct box, and you'll be fine. Guys, I am sweating. It's very hot in here, so we're going to be buttoning up for today. If you enjoyed watching me do this and you want to see me do it again, just let me know in the comment. I'll go and do it again. We'll make it sweaty pack and ship with Jay on Mondays. Part 3, we'll do it next week. But yeah, remember, keep hustling, keep buying, selling, trading, listing your items up online. And I was told that you enjoy when I get very personal and get close to the camera. Guys, keep listing your items. Get rid of your death piles already. It's like, what, 2019? We're halfway through the year already. Don't you want to go out and buy stuff during Christmas? I do. If you don't have money from the items that are sitting in your bins, you're not going to be able to go and buy anything. So get your stuff listed so that way we can go make some money together and sell a Build-A-Bear for $100. Make me proud. Guys, if you don't make that money, someone else will. I'll see you next Monday. Hey, this is Jay from the future. Yeah, I know, kind of crazy. No shirt, no garage, in the office. Yeah, I'm here because I wanted to let you know that I actually sold this really cool item over here, Velbron slider, macro slider to be specific. Item I picked up for $6, I believe, locally, yard sale. And I just wanted to include it because it sold, no BS, 2 minutes after I turned off the camera. It's part of this weekend's sales. So if you've ever wondered, does he actually sell things online that he goes out and picks up in the real world, or is it all just a ruse? Well, go check eBay. I sell all of this stuff. Thanks again for watching, guys. Have a good one.